Has anyone ever used eBay here? Anybody? A lot of people? Has anyone been to a flea market? Couple? What about an estate sale? John? Well, I was at work a few months ago. I was talking to one of my coworkers. Tim can know I have a union job at a hotel. Pays good money. Not a bad job, but we all get tired of our job once in a while. And I was telling my coworker, you know, Jim, I bet if I ever lost my job, I could make it on my own. He was like, really? And I said, yes, Jim, I could make it on my own. As Tim and some of you else know, I've given speeches on, I collect sterling silver flatware. Your grandmother or grandfather or maybe your parents, they have silver, a lot of nice silver items like flatware or pots and pans. Most of them are worthless. But some are sterling silver, which is 92% silver, and they're worth a lot of money. So I started going to flea markets, estate sales, and eBay, and I'm going to tell you how you can do it yourself. Probably not what does anyone collect anything? What do you collect?
Jewelry.
Jewelry. All right. Jewelry.
Diamonds?
Diamonds, maybe. So I'm just going to go through it real quick. I'll start with flea markets. John's been to one, maybe a few others. I remember the first time I went to a flea market, maybe 5 years ago. Someone had told me about it. I went to this flea market on the south side. I brought like $500 in my pocket. There was a lot of ethnic people. It was early in the morning. White people too. And I was thinking, I was kind of walking there with my nose in the air thinking, kind of looking down on everyone, flea market, what is this? But I really felt in love with flea markets. I saw that this was actually a very American thing. People buying and selling, not poor people, middle class, maybe lower middle class, just about anything you can think of. Antique stuff, maybe some new things, tools, all sorts of stuff. And I started going more to flea markets, and I found that the best one was in the Rosemont Horizon. And as I said, I was a sterling silver expert, and I found many items there, sterling silver items, for a few dollars that were worth $100 or $200. How did I do this? The key about flea markets, you want to get up early, and the key about collecting stuff is, just like Zener probably knows, whether it's jewelry, sterling silver, I think Tim collects baseball cards, or maybe not. You want to be an expert in what you collect. So if you know more than what the seller knows. This is what happened at flea market. Now the next is eBay. We have a lot of eBay users. Now about 3 or 4 years ago, after I was buying a lot of sterling silver at flea markets and estate sales, I would buy it, sell it to a man in Arlington Heights who melts it all down and gives me my cash. He said, John, you could buy sterling silver on eBay. Me, I don't even have a computer at home, and I was like, eBay? Aren't there millions of people that see what it's worth? They bid on the item. How are you going to get a deal on eBay? But after a couple of years, I tried it. I have my trusty phone here. I hooked up the eBay app, and I kind of got to be an eBay expert. Now, the thing about eBay, for those that use it or maybe don't know, it's mostly auctions where there'll be an item, a lot of description, people will bid up the price, and 99% of the time, it goes for what it's worth. One of the keys to eBay is to look for items that are poorly described, very poorly described. You can email a few questions, and many times you can get an item for 20 or 30% less. You can get for it. But what I really, and also sometimes stuff might be put in the wrong category. But the big way to score on eBay, I learned, was to do buy it now. Does anyone know what buy it now is? Use eBay. The beauty of buy it now is someone just throws up something at a flat price. And like I said with the auctions, generally people are going to put up a high price or whatever, and you're not going to get a deal. But sometimes, more than you would think, someone will put up a buy it now thing, say for a gold necklace, this one's $500, 14 karat, what have you. Maybe some little old lady in Iowa, or I won't use little old lady because we're going to feel sorry for her. Maybe a businessman in Chicago, he doesn't care. He has a 14 karat gold necklace, it's worth $500, easy, you know. You're looking at the buy it nows, you have everything programmed for gold necklaces, boom, one pops up for $200. It looks good, it has a money back guarantee, you buy it. You just made $300. Now, not to brag, but I was on a break recently at work, a few months ago. I had my eBay thing planned. I was looking for sterling silver. Boom, I saw a sterling silver flatware set, 50 pieces. I knew it was worth $600, $700, $175. It looked good, I bought it. Bam, I made a lot of money. It looked good. You never know until you get it in the mail, but it turned out to be good. Half hour later at work, same thing, still on my break. We get long union breaks. I saw another sterling silver flatware set, 70 pieces for $600. I knew it was worth $1,000. It looked good, boom, I bought it. I figured that day maybe I made $1,000. And I ended up making close to that. Now that is an extreme case of eBay success. That probably happens once a year. But the key is, I know you don't believe it, so it can happen. I could go into more detail, but there's one other thing left we have. This is like the third part of my strategy. We have a nuclear strategy which Trump doesn't know, of submarines, planes, and land-based. Mine is estate sales, eBay, and flea markets. So, who's been to estate sales? Okay, John, right? Well, the thing about estate sales and about Americans, we're the wealthiest country in the world. It's an aging society. A lot of people selling stuff, young ladies like you don't buy stuff, you get your nails done. On any given day, someone dies or someone's moving, you're going to have an estate sale in the Chicago area, maybe 50 estate sales. But the key to work it is you go to a website, estatesale.net. Maybe John knows about it, maybe already something to do. Most estate sales are on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You go to estate sales. Zena, if you're looking for jewelry, you're going to go to estatesale.net. You have a punch in your zip code, you want to go within 30 miles. You're looking for jewelry. Each of these 30 or 40 estate sales, they're going to have pictures, what you want you to find, what you're looking for, blah, blah, blah. They don't have prices. Try and get there early in the morning, and you might find what you want. Just as another example, a few years ago, I was in a estate sale for sterling silver. My brother collects musical instruments. I saw an old flute, had a $65 price tag. I didn't think anything of it. Took a picture, sent it to my brother, and left the estate sale. A half hour later, my brother called me. He's like, Johnny, are you near that estate sale? I said, why? He said, that flute is worth $1,000. I ran back there, and it was still sitting on the table, even though hundreds of people had walked through that sale. Why? Because, lucky enough, there wasn't an expert looking for a musical instrument. So these are different things that can happen. Now, in closing, I don't expect you to be like me at my union job. Most of you are corporate people with a lot of skills. But at the same time, I remember in 2009 when I joined the club, we were coming off a big financial crash. Some of you might have been out of a job. Would you have been able to make it on your own? Right now, Mr. Trump is taking over in 8 days. He's already said the stock market is a big bubble. What if things come crashing down? What if with all that money printing, inflation takes off? Who knows what's going to happen in 3 or 4 months? Isn't it good to know you'll be able to fall on your feet and make it on your own?